Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Give me a minute or two to finish setting up on my end. Somehow I don't see the stream just yet on YouTube. So today we have our friend Mr. Heath over here.
Hello there.
So today we will play with evil villains. I made an announcement a bit earlier this week, but in case you didn't see the announcement, I'm just a little busy right now setting things up on my end. This should do it. Let's say hello to everyone. So how are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing alright. I'm just looking for your stream so I could send it to my Discord.
So hello, Mr. EGD. Hello, Elisa P. Hello, Romelio Gaming. So today we will play evil villain missions. So if you guys have an evil villain, come and join us. Send me a tale and I'll invite you to the group. Hello, Sinister Outcast. And no combat rating required.
Alright. I think I'm ready. I cleared my inventory.
Hello, Payaso. So if somehow we get a full group that's over combat training 322, we might play the regular version of the missions, but I think our friend Mr. Heat already disqualifies us, or am I crazy?
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I
Is
was looking at my
322
Discord.
your actual combat rating, or were
Oh
you
no, no,
raised
no.
up,
I'm I'm raised because yeah, this is my newbie villain character. I don't play on this character.
Nah, I'm so sad now. Hello,
My
Zaydeen.
actual
Hello, Just Luis. How you doing, guys?
I think I'm like 290. I think if I remember correctly on this character.
Let's give a go about to our friends. Oh, our friend Superman DLC is showing us his Trigon Superman. He did a pretty good job recreating
Is that
that.
from that cartoon movie, whatever it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, been a while.
Ah, Two-Face says justice is the flip of a coin. I suppose you're right, good sir. Hello, Romelo Gaming. Thank you for the compliment. So we'll try to get a group together. If at some point it seems to be too difficult, we'll just queue with whoever we have.
Yeah, I like his cape.
Oh yeah, that's the Conqueror cape if I recall correctly.
Indeed. I feel like a noob playing on this character.
The good old days of being a noob. Of being a noob. Hello, Ko. Also, even if you guys don't make it to the raid for whatever reasons, like our friend Mr. Superman, oh, there's a new God Darkseid over there. Let's see if we can invite him. So even if you play hero characters and you cannot help us for the raids, we are going to play the bounties afterwards. We'll go fight the evil Doomsday. We'll go fight the new Paradox Prince. Nah, Darkseid doesn't want to join us. I'm so sad now.
uh,
So we'll play the diverse bounties afterwards. So even if you cannot join the group, you'll be able to join in when we find the bounties afterwards. That's a pretty cool Skeletor over here. I've seen people create some pretty cool looking He-Man type characters.
I am. Now that I'm thinking about it now, I'm thinking I might make a Flashpoint Batman just for villains. Didn't think about this before.
Nah,
Might have to
that's
do that.
impossible. You cannot be a villain and be Batman. Unless you're the Batman who laughs.
Oh, I could do that too. That
Yeah,
works.
yeah, Sing Sing, come and play with us. Send a tale to my character and I'll invite you to the group.
Yeah. I'll have to make some type of villain Batman.
Maybe you could make a Flashpoint Batman who laughs.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm not doing that.
Why
Frick.
not?
Too many Jokers.
Well, he's only a half Joker, so that could work.
Too many Batman who laughs. I gotta be different.
Two-Face says he cannot stand Batman.
Well, maybe it's Bruce Batman he's talking about.
Blizzaro is saying you could make maybe Bizarro Batman.
Actually, that's not a bad option.
It's a great option. I love Bizarro Batman, and we can create a fairly good version. The only thing we're really missing is the the upside down emblem.
Yeah. Not a bad idea at all. I wish there was a respec thing where we can just like change a character to a villain, but that'd be way too hard. Because I would just respec my Flash and make a Red Death.
They can't do that. If they do that, the villain side will become a desert. A lot of people would desert the villain side to go on the more populated side. That's one of the reasons why people want to be able to be able to switch faction. They want to be able to go where there's more a bigger population, and that would pretty much empty the villain side. Cold Fear, yes, you can play with us. Come and join us. Send me a tell, and I'll invite you to the group. But you have to be an evil villain. We're playing with villains right now. So.
Yep.
Hello, Romelo Gaming. Hello. Hello, Russ the Ruler.
I like that name, Russ. I'm definitely not being biased about that name at all. I felt liking the name Russ.
It's okay, I won't even ask.
It's my name.
I suspected something like that. Hello, Warlock. Hello, Joker.
Yeah.
So we need 3 more. No, Mr. Sim, Nix is not back, sadly.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, let's see if we can invite Peter Parker. Although with that name, I suspect he might be in the wrong faction. Yeah. Sorry, Peter Parker. Can't invite Hero.
Oh shoot, I just realized I'm a tank, and you're a tank.
That's alright. We have 3 tanks, so we'll be invincible.
Hopefully. I'm not that great of a tank on this character.
That's alright. Normally I try to make my characters to be self-sufficient, so that even if the healer, or in this case if we have no healer, I should be okay.
Yeah, my character is a little underpowered and a little bit newbie. I have terrible artifacts. Like, this is a character I made a long time ago, so I didn't know anything.
It's okay, I'll carry you. And there's Ultramite also who's a tank, so we're good.
That's good.
Professor Zoom, send me a tell in game and I'll invite you. It'll be easier that way. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Professor Zoom. Too many O's. I'll probably make a typo somewhere.
What if I make a Doom crazed Batman?
Nah.
Or you know what? How about I recreate the Batman, the primal Batman from I think it's the Origin update?
Sorry, Bobby Bryce. I cannot find your character.
I could do that. I don't think about it.
Big Dirk 1. Oh, a woman. Let's see. Woman. Two-man gang.
Oh, there's 4 tanks.
It's alright.
You know what? Everyone just get on your tank here. Let's just all be tanks. How about
So we
that?
got just one more room. There was I can't see the chat anymore. Sorry, I have to go back in the chat a bit. We're going to play the event version. We have people who are not quite through 22 just yet.
Cough me.
That's okay. We'll never forgive you.
Damn it.
There is it. Big Dirk one. Let's see if we can invite Big Dirk one.
Seems like a familiar name. I feel like I've seen him before. I don't know where.
Not sure.
I'll know when I see him.
So, player not found. Sorry, Big Dirk. Let's see if we can invite Rot Maximus. Oh, there he is. Pretty cool looking Skeletor.
Hey, Salazar Blade. See you all the time at Little Bohemia.
Now we're good. We have everyone we need. Sorry, Lavar Noling. We just completed the group. And the evil menu is why can't we? There we go. Not sure why there's a lot of lag in the menu, and somehow, oh, sorry to man gang. I think there's a minimum level of, is it level 10 or level 15 to be able to play the event version of the missions? So we have one more room for someone. Oh, Miss Dark Matter. Let's see if she'll join us. Miss Dark Matter. Invite to group.
Hey.
Okay, so we should be good to go.
It feels so weird having every brute have the same body type.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems weird that we all are built the exact same way.
So we'll start with the Flashtastic Voyage, and we'll go to the Flash to the Future afterwards. Well, the thing that bothers me with the big body size is the chicken legs. Like the legs are a little too thin for the characters. They need they would need to bulk up the legs a bit, and the arms are too long.
I think the tall height should just be a little bit taller as well for the brutes. Like just a little bit taller, like maybe a head length taller, you know?
Yes. Oh yes, because sometimes next to certain NPCs you look really small, even though you're supposed to have the bigger body size.
Yeah. Or even against like a tall what's it called? Like regular size build person is like you should still technically be a little bit taller, just a little bit. Like not much, but at least a little bit, you know?
Sure. Oh, we have a pretty cool black Superman here.
Like Superman, like this Superman right here, your Doomsday should be at least another head length taller. You know what I mean? Technically speaking, with a brute character.
Sure. Well, my guess is that they didn't want people to be able to block the corridors too much. We had people blocking doors in the early days of DC Universe Online. There were some let's say bored people who
I'll say.
would block the doors. So my guess is they didn't want that to happen too much.
Definitely wasn't me.
Sure. It sounds like you would probably be one of the most obvious culprits.
Yeah, well, when I was younger and a kid, I kind of was like that. I just didn't know the game very well, wasn't really into it, so I just kind of mess with people.
So we have 4 tanks, so we'll be invincible. So if anybody
Hopefully.
dies, it's gonna look bad.
I don't know why, but Kid Flash's voice is so cringy right in this episode. I don't know why.
Because it's Bart Allen.
Like, I'm really not a fan of this Kid Flash in this episode.
Are you a fan of Kid Flash in the CW shows?
Okay, don't even get me started on the CW.
What about Impulse? They just added Impulse.
He's cringe. He's pretty cringe.
Is he? I only saw 2 clips with him just yet.
I mean, to be honest, the show has gotten really cringy over the time. The first couple seasons, I'd say up to 3, it was okay, but then it just became really cringy and full of just plot twists with freaking time traveling.
Yeah, I suppose. Sorry guys, I probably missed out a lot of the chat. That was a little busy, I guess.
Let me see. Here, I'll pull it up.
Oh, that's alright. There will be a new DLC in August, probably end of August from the looks of it. We don't have a lot of information just yet, but there's going to be a lot of changes made to the game. Oh noes! I'm turning into a gorilla.
Your true form.
Probably.
Oh, not paying attention where I'm going.
No, not in the next 2 weeks. It hasn't hit test just yet. Normally they put the new DLCs on test roughly 2 weeks before they put them on live. So at the earliest, let's say they were to put the DLC on test tonight, that would mean in 2 weeks we might get the DLC. Oh, I lost my
What
brick.
powerful? Wait, what power turns you into an animal? I would say, was it nature? I think does.
Yeah, nature does. Turns you into a whole bunch of stuff. With nature, you can turn into a gorilla, you can turn into a wolf, a dog, and an insect form. So you do have quite a few options to transform with nature.
I think there's a few trinkets too, is there not? That turn you into animals
There's
specifically?
a trinket that turns you into a lion. There's trinkets also that'll turn you into something like a zombie or something. So there's quite a few ways to transform. There's a trinket that'll turn you into a manhunter. So if you want to be able to transform, there's quite a few options. Oh, is it on test already? Okay, so it could be in 2 weeks then. I didn't realize that they had put the event, the next DLC on test already.
I might have to go on my computer then and try it out.
I'll try to look it up. But so okay, so if we're like in 2 weeks, we might get the new DLC. But they want to make a lot of changes to the game. So hopefully 2 weeks will be enough for them to test everything. We'll see. Yeah, you do have a werewolf form. Or is that just the wolf form from the nature? It's been a while since I tried it out.
I think there's something from the Justice League Dark, I think, actually. It turns you into a werewolf. I think. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on it.
Too late. So hopefully we'll get at least new information would be nice about the new DLC. We really don't know a lot about it. There's the new hero system that from the looks of it, might work a bit like the artifacts, that we're gonna have to upgrade them using some sort of stuff like the Nth metal. My guess is they're trying to add that stuff because eventually people will have will pretty much be done upgrading their artifacts. Like once you have your 3, let's say, artifacts for controller, unless they release a really good controller artifact, you're pretty much done for artifacts with artifacts, at least for a while. But if they do add something like the new highlight system, and odds are you're gonna have to upgrade those pretty much forever. Whose birthday is it on August the 3rd? I have no idea. I assume maybe Romelo Gaming. If that's the case, happy birthday ahead of time.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be somebody's birthday.
The 3 best artifact that is worth grinding for: Hybrid, Might, and Precision. I'm not sure about that. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I would have to look it up.
That was so trash. You were all when I was all chuffed, Jake Rod. You caught when I said that, right?
Come on, kid. We're wasting time.
You're welcome, Romelo Gaming. I lost Brick again. I'm so sad.
Man,
Poor little
that's
guy.
museum. I think I figured out why we're here.
I guess I'm gonna have to heal him a bit more.
The museum? People get angry at me when I go there.
The Kryptonian flex suit, you cannot sell it on buy it on the broker.
No.
Sadly, it's
I've tried.
yeah, everyone tried. It's a rare drop, and it's not available on the broker. But if we're lucky, they're talking about adding some new vendors to the game in the next DLC. So hopefully they'll tweak the style vendors so that we can get some of the rare style like the Kryptonian flex suit. But at this point in time, you have no choice. You have to play the Fortress of Solitude missions, break the treasure box, and hope to get the flex suit.
Alright, why don't you tell them about how long it took you to get this flex suit?
Yeah, our friend is saying that and Indesenia is saying that there's a lot of people now that will have access to the utility belt and that kind of stuff. Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of stuff that you have to purchase from the marketplace, like basically to be able to use the dealer system or the utility belt. You had to buy that from the marketplace. From what I understand, a lot of that stuff will no longer be. You will no longer need to purchase those.
Because I think I remember you telling me that it took you like years and years or whatever to get the Kryptonian flex suit, eh?
Oh yeah, it took me like 9 years. The freaking thing, I would get the rings, I would get pants, I would get anything but the flex suit.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten it, and I think I told you too. I've been trying to get the flash boots from the vault, and I've been trying all these years, and I still haven't gotten it. And there's people that get it first try, and it's like, what? Some things it's just about RNG. Luck of the draw.
Warlock is asking, rolls a superpower might as regen, weapon precision as regen as well, but not hybrid. I would have to look it up. Give me just a minute. So hopefully we'll be okay. Let me check quick. So basically, if you want to be able to regenerate your powers, superpowered is pretty much a better option. Hybrid doesn't seem to have any power regenerations. Weapon expert, actually you get minus 25% power regeneration. So your power will regenerate slower if you use weapons. So if you focus on weapons, your power will regenerate much slower. But you will regenerate your powers a bit using some combos. There's various combos that helps you regenerate your powers a bit. So with weapons, that's pretty much how you have to do it. Oh, Abra went.
What power are you?
Right now I'm Earth.
Oh, okay. It's just on stream. It looks orange. Your little bar there. So I wasn't sure.
RV doesn't like me. I'm so sad now. But thank you, Two-Face, for liking me.
It's the rogue's
Oh.
last stand. We know how to take them down.
No, once you get in
right?
your style tab, you cannot sell it anymore.
Maybe you should
Green
sit
Day,
this one out.
once you consume a style, it
But
goes into your style tab.
I can
And
help.
once it's on your style
Just
tab,
try
you
not
cannot
to
sell it
get
anymore.
hurt.
You have to keep it in your inventory to
Rogues
be able
meet
to
and
sell it.
greet.
When a fool like Kid Flash goes up against the rogue.
Here, I'll go get the other bosses over here.
Sure.
And burn them all together. There's one. And there's two.
Thank you, Warlock. It's much appreciated.
Oh, I'm stuck.
My favorite Flash villain, it has to be Reverse Flash. I love the guy. Although Flash has a really good rogues gallery. I really loved. It's one of the reasons why he became really popular. He had some really wacky villains, but some really fun ones. I mean, Gorilla Grodd, a talking gorilla. You can't beat that.
See,
And,
for me, I'd have to say it would be the original rival. Yeah.
He's not
Oh, yeah,
original. He's just a copy of Jay Garrick.
Well, I mean, I like him. I think
Oh.
he was pretty. He was a pretty cool concept back then.
But yeah, Flash.
I mean, not so
Flash,
much now, but
No, it's still a cool. I guess cooler is relative, but yeah. Thank you, Third Plays. My stream schedule is every Friday at 5. We do a live stream. I'm going to try to do a few more live streams. I'm just not sure when just yet. But it'll probably be, if I do more live stream, it'll probably be at 5 as well. But right now, every Friday at 5 Eastern Standard Time, we go live and we play with people. But some people have been asking for like if I could make like a free roam Batman videos. So it's something that I might do, and I might do that. I might do a live stream for that. Because with like YouTube, if I make a video, I'm more or less well, not just with YouTube. With I'm using a program called Shared Factory to edit my videos. And sadly, right now I'm pretty much limited to making videos that can last only 1 hour. With the live stream, I could go with my Batman and free roam for 2-3 hours if I wanted to. So that would probably be a better option.
well, you already know I'll join you if you do a freaking Batman live stream. You already know that.
Nah, unless you want to play Robin.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. not Robin.
Come on.
Okay.
We would be the dynamic duo.
No, I don't want to be a guy in tidy whities.
I know you're Flashpoint Batman, so you cannot be Batman as well.
We did it.
No, I did it. And I'm sick of you.
Hell, I'd rather I'd rather be like do Terry McGinnis or something.
Kid Flash's vitals are crashing. What's going on? I'm doing what I should have done from the start.
Or even
Joining the
Batwing
rogues
or
against you.
Kid Jason or something.
That's not the real
Jovan
Flash.
Dokik is asking
It's just
favorite new god.
But
I would have to say Orion, unless well, probably Darkseid, but on the hero side it would be Orion. What about you, Mister?
I mean, I can always do Robin, but I'm not doing the freaking little short midget guy.
No, I mean your favorite new gods.
I know, kid. But we're right here with you.
What's your favorite new god?
New God?
Yes.
I don't have a favorite.
Ah, come on.
Oh, no, I'm not a big fan of it. They're all like overpowered, and I'm not a fan of overpowered characters. Like, you know, characters like Superman and Shazam, ones that are just brutally overpowered and type things, you know, and like Doomsday, you know, Darkseid and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of powerful characters. I like ones that actually have to use strategy and to be able to beat their opponents, you know.
I thought you were going to say you like weak and useless characters.
Like, I like Deathstroke, I like Batman, I like, what's it called, Grifter, I like Deadshot. I like, you know, I like characters that don't have powers and have to use their strategy to be able to beat powerful characters.
Grifter, that's impossible. No one likes Grifter. Come on.
I do.
Warlock is asking, using flying like super attacks and rowing attacks, those count as weapon or might attack? I'm pretty sure it's might. Whenever you use things that has to do with superpowers, usually it has to do with might. So you really have, in order to be precision, it has to be your weapons.
I think the closest strong character I like would be Wonder Woman.
Ah, she's not strong.
I mean, compared to the characters that I like out there, she's much stronger.
Oh, okay. Well, Wonder Woman, it depends on. Sometimes they make her as strong as Superman. Sometimes not so much. It's like even within the Justice League movie. At some point, you would think they made her as it seemed as if she was as strong as Superman, and then she made it seem as if she was much weaker than him. But it was pretty inconsistent.
Yep.
Oh, Yuan Dokik is asking your favorite Batman villain. Surely you have an answer to that.
Oh, Bruce Wayne villain? I would have to say either Bane or Joker. I know it's basic, but I'd have to say Bane or Joker.
Of course I love you. But who could?
Yeah, I'd go for a Joker
Sorry,
myself.
you haven't thought anything else.
Although I would almost be tempted to maybe go for the Batman who laughs, but it's pretty much a Joker.
But that's more like a Batman versus Batman type deal. So, you know, if it's not talking about alter egos, you know, then I would say probably Red Death. But
Warlock is asking, what do you think of the new Superman Valzad? I'm not sure I would call him new. He's been there at least since the early days of the New 52, but I like Valzad. Actually, I'm planning to make a video with Valzad. I just didn't get around to doing that just yet. Do you like Valzad, good sir?
I mean, I don't know too much about him, but I mean, seems okay.
Or Valzad.
Like I said, I'm more of a strategist type person. I like strategy-based characters, so I focus mostly on them. So.
Green Days is asking, do you know when DCUO will have the next skip to CR 290? As far as I know, only next January. Last year we were lucky. We got that at least a couple of times. They will lose someone.
I think what they're gonna do like maybe once a year now at this point. Personally, that's what I think, because they've given us enough chances to get our CR up, and at a certain point they don't want to make the game unbalanced by making everyone that's new to the game not actually play the game, you know?
That could be. We lost the Ultramite, so if someone wants to join the group, there's a spot open, so the time would be now. So if you want to join the group, let me know, and I'll invite you into the group. My favorite Marvel villain, it has to be Doctor Doom. Magneto would probably be a close second, but nah, Doctor Doom, no contest. Thank you, Aiden XXJ. Sorry, no idea how to probably say that.
I'm gonna leave this league.
We need villains to. We need villains, sadly. So if there's an evil villain who wants to join the group,
They have to be evil?
yes,
Oh,
of course. If you're a good villain, come on, that makes no sense. That's alright, CJ, it happens. So we're looking for one more player to join us to play the second raid. So if any of you guys want to join.
I love this fire sword. It's so cool.
That's a cool.
I wish they would update the texture to it though, because it seems like a little outdated.
Is that the fire weapons from the marketplace?
Yeah. I bought it specifically for this character a few years ago.
Johan is asking favorite superheroes from childhood. I would hesitate between Daredevil and the Flash. I had a pretty big Daredevil phase when I was a kid, and a pretty big Flash phase when I first was introduced to the character.
Yeah.
So
I'd
I
say-
guess no one wants to join us, so we'll just go for the mission, and I guess that'll be
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'd say well, probably for me though, my favorite characters would be when I was a kid, Spider-Man, because everyone likes Spider-Man. Not so much anymore. And then I'd say Flash, and then I'd say Ghost Rider. To this day, Ghost Rider is still my favorite Marvel character.
Well, ever since One More Day, they've been pretty much actively trying to destroy the character. So yeah. Two-Face is asking, has anyone seen Batman Long Halloween Part 2? I haven't seen it. I saw a few reviews about it, but I haven't seen it myself. Have you seen the Long Halloween Part 2?
Me? No, I haven't seen part 2, no.
No. So I guess we'll try to see it maybe this week, and maybe next Friday we could talk about it a bit.
Didn't even know it came out.
Came out Tuesday, I think. I'm not sure
I'll
why
have to
we're.
give it a watch. Oh, we got a heat wave over here. With the full style. Oh, is it full? No, he doesn't have the full style. He has the old stuff. This is like the noob style.
Dr.
Okay.
Heatwave.
You can make a this is a newbie style. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. If
That
we
doesn't
can
look
see.
bad though. Not bad for a new character. I thought it was the legit style from Fire from over here.
Normally
They
I don't.
did its job.
Normally I tell people don't do what I'm going to do. Let's see if we can invite our friend DC Heatwave.
And if he
He's
doesn't
already
queue up,
in the group, so.
oh, that's fine.
I'm a bit surprised the queue takes this long. I guess at this point maybe not many people play the event version.
You know what? I want to see you stand beside Doomsday.
Soon.
Tiny Doomsday.
Well, I'm almost tempted to rename the character Tiny Doomsday. I'm wondering if I should maybe change the body size to the smaller body size.
Yes. Make yourself Micro Doomsday.
I would be about as good as the Doomsday pet you can get in your lair.
Yeah, that'd be funny if you can make him that short. I think the shortest you can make your brute size though is up to your waist. I think. Pretty sure. Now again, I don't go around making brute characters that small, so I don't know exactly the height, but I think it's roughly that height.
Well, next time when we get a sale on the marketplace where we can purchase size changing tokens, I might give it a try.
Okay, time to release you, Kid Flash. Everyone, step back.
Oh, someone is asking about how to get the better armor. Yeah, you have to play missions, and you'll get drops in missions, random drops,
I've still got comms on
or you'll
Flash.
get marks, which you then can use to
There's some sort of
purchase
barrier
gear
in
from the
Speed
various
Force
vendors.
blocking my arrival. But you've
But
got
normally, just playing the missions should give you
Yeah, I just took a time
Should give you
bubble
better
back to
gear.
the 31st century, and randomly Brainiac 1 was in charge. At first I thought it was
DCUO will never
wrong
end,
with Brainy's
ever,
lab.
except
Boy,
when it
wrong
does.
Brainiac. Man,
Everything ends sooner or later. So the only question is when. Will it end tomorrow, next month, next week, next year? We don't know at this point.
Next century.
It could last for the next 20 years for all we know. But
Personally, my prediction, it'll last another 10.
And I don't think they'll make a DCUO
Brainiac
2.
will
And
finally be able to spread throughout
making
the
making a
multiverse,
MMO takes
unfettered by
at
the
least 5 years, if
constraints
not
of
more.
time.
So I would be very surprised if they made. What they'll do is they'll keep updating DCUO pretty much as long as they can make money out of it. But
I think we got a good 10 years, and then it'll be too outdated, and no one will be on here, and then they'll just put their money invested in a different game.
we'll see. But then also there's the whole drama with World of Warcraft. You would have thought that a game like World of Warcraft would be safe and would be lasting forever. But right now, you almost have to wonder if World of Warcraft will be able to pull through what they're going through right now.
I don't know what they're going through, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Activision Blizzard is having a lot of problems with their employees. Right now, they're talking about walking out on the company, or because of a lawsuit that they have, and the way the company is reacting to the lawsuit. So.
Release that Flash.
And for the foreseeable future, they're not going to add any more add-on to World of Warcraft. And also, you have to wonder how it's going to affect the subscription model. So, right
Well,
now,
if they're not going to add on, it's going to fail. They have to.
they can't. Their employees are ready to walk out on them, and they have a whole bunch of demands. So it's going to get pretty ugly pretty soon.
Yeah, if you can't update a game, you don't expect it to last very long. Especially in today's era.
So you would have thought that a game like World of Warcraft would have been safe, pretty much the biggest MMO out there, but apparently not.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
And that's on top of all the people that left World of Warcraft to go play Final Fantasy. So
Uh-oh.
when it rains, it pours, as they say. Oh, what happened? I'm very disappointed.
Told you this character was garbage. Oh well. I'm out. Oh no.
Oh, I thought Raid Shaggy was raising you up.
Perfection
He did.
breeds multitudes.
I hate this character so much, man. No, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I hate playing this character. I like looking at this character.
Don't blame the character. It's not his fault.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's my fault.
Normally the problem is between the controller and the chair.
Oh yeah.
Or
It's not
in
like
your
I
case,
haven't been on this character for like a year.
in your case, I guess the keyboard and the chair.
No, I'm with the controller right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on my PC account right now. I'm on my PlayStation account.
CJ is asking, what's your opinion about the news about there being possibly a Marvel fighting game coming out? I haven't heard any news about that. I was under the impression that they were making fighting games with Capcom, with like a Street Fighter versus Marvel and that kind of stuff. But a Marvel fighting game, I haven't heard anything about that.
Brainiac always had.
I've never been a big fan of Marvel versus Capcom games. I've never been a fan of those. I've always liked my Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat versus DC was one for a while. Are you familiar about the game called The Elder Scrolls Online? Yeah, I'm toying with. I was toying with the idea of either trying out the Elder Scrolls Online or Final Fantasy 14. But for Elder Scroll, I don't like their classes very much, and I don't like the visuals very much. So I'm not too sure about that one.
Well, it is a pretty old game now, so it's kind of stuck in its own ways.
But even way back when, I never thought the game looked really good. So. And someone was asking about Tarzan and Conan comics. I love those, especially Conan. When Conan was drawn by John Buscema and inked by Ernie Chan, holy crap, was that good.
I've never read anything about Conan.
And someone was asking about, yeah, I heard about the lawsuit. Basically, Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because of the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's kind of funny, to be honest.
I have no opinion one way or the other. I after the way she behaved lately and the way she pretty much complained about the movies and the fans, I don't have a lot of sympathy for Scarlett Johansson, and I don't have a lot of sympathy for Disney. So either way, I don't care. If she wins, I don't care. If she loses her suit, I don't care either.
Yeah, when it comes to the big companies like that, you can't care about it because you don't know what's going behind the doors, you know. So you can't and you shouldn't care about it because at the end of the day, you don't know what happens. You know, it's not like you're there.
Sure. Someone is asking about the next time capsule. I have no idea when we're gonna get it, the new time capsule, but I'm pretty sure the next time we won't get a time capsule. We'll get the Resurgence Mega Capsule. They kind of hinted at that, so I'm pretty safe in saying that. Normally I wouldn't say that if I wasn't 100% sure, but from what I heard from the devs, they seem to be setting up for a Resurgence time capsule next time. So maybe mid-August, if not. Probably sometimes early September, we'll probably get a Resurgence Mega Capsule. Oh. Yeah, Emma Stone is also thinking of suing Disney. So Disney have a lot of problems right now.
Everyone's just gonna join the wagon, huh?
Oh yeah.
Just sue Disney. Hey, I don't like you. You work in Disney? I'm suing you. Stupid. What's next? Friggin', what's his name there? We got places Tony Stark's gonna sue them next too?
Nah, I think he already gave up on Marvel. From what I understand, he pretty much he stopped following them on their very social media. So I think he's pretty much done with Marvel at this point.
Frick, I'm surprised, man. If two people were already on the wagon, I wouldn't be surprised if more are gonna do it, especially if one of them succeeds.
If one of them, well, that's the thing. Disney cannot afford that. I'm sure they're going to settle out of court. Because if they do lose, holy crap, it's going to open a can of worms that they're not ready for. Because it kind of threatens their whole. They've been leaning heavily on Disney Plus, and if anything comes to threaten their future plans for Disney Plus, they won't. They're gonna have to do something about it.
Brainiac has prepared.
Yep. They're gonna have to do something to shut the people up. You know, because if it's just like at a certain point, money is all the same. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million or $1 billion, because they can afford the same lawyers. You know what I mean? At a certain point.
Well, I'm sure Disney can afford more lawyers than Scarlett Johansson, but yeah.
But at a certain point, though, it doesn't matter because they both probably can afford the same lawyers, you know, because they both have a lot of money. At that point, the numbers don't matter. Now, if we were to compare, say, Scarlett versus me, well, then, of course, she's going to be able to afford more lawyers than me, you know, because I'm just a nobody on the street.
You're Thomas Wayne. You should have plenty of cash.
Yeah.
Johan is saying, Rook Maximus Skeletor looks fire. Absolutely.
But yeah, it's
could you help me with Subject Doomsday? Yeah, Adrian, go to the Flashpoint open world. When we leave these missions, we will go play the various bounties. So if you need to defeat Doomsday, we'll be there. And we'll be there also for the Paradox Prince and for the Generals. So, Adrian, could you go to the open world? Phase with any one of us when we get there, and we'll go beat the snot out of Doomsday.
I just can't wait to see how small you are compared to him.
I'm pretty small. I fought it a few times already, and yeah, it's pretty small. Oh, CJ is saying the new Suicide Squad was really good. Please don't spoil it. Right now it seems to be doing well. It seems to be doing well with the critics, although in the case of the critics, it's almost like a red flag, because sadly the critics don't reward the movie as much as the message, so that's a bit worrisome when the critics like a movie. But yeah, right now it seems to be doing well.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything for myself. Like, I'm not reading anything, because when it comes to movies that I actually plan on watching, I do not like to know anything about it. Like, absolutely zero. Anything.
Thank you, CJ. It's much appreciated. because the movie came out already in Europe and a few other places, and it's only coming out next week in North America. So we're gonna have to wait a week before we can actually see it. And that's assuming we can see it on as soon as it gets released.
You can always just look online for it somewhere. There's got to be someone that recorded it.
They don't need to. It's been released on Disney Plus at the same time, and
Yeah.
basically you can get a let's say pretty good copy thanks to that.
Oh.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
See, what I want to play is I
HBO
want to play
Max,
this.
yeah,
The
sorry.
Suicide.
It's on
I want to
HBO
play the
Max.
Suicide Squad game that's coming out. That's what I want to try. Uh-oh. No. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ooh. Sorry about that.
That's
Didn't mean to
alright.
interrupt.
We haven't seen a lot yet about the Suicide Squad game, so
I'm actually curious to see the Gotham Knights game too. Like I'm kind of worried about it because of the simple thing that it looks like some of the classes and stuff that the what's called the characters have kind of seem a little inaccurate. Like Robin can teleport. That kind of sounds a little dumb to me, if you ask me.
well, to begin
You know,
with,
so
a Batman game without Batman always worries me.
But that really scares me, that the fact that they gave Robin a device that can teleport him anywhere he wants.
My guess is it's only it's a gameplay thing. Like they had to give him probably something to balance him out with the other characters, and that's the solution they found. What can
What a solution. Let's take this character that has 0 powers and let's give him basically a device that teleports him,
Yeah,
which
but
is
maybe
virtually a power.
Maybe compared to Nightwing, he was lame. Maybe compared to Red Hood, he was underpowered. So they thought, okay, how can you make him on par with those other characters? And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the solution they came up with. And it's sad, but often that's how it goes.
And then the other thing that worries me too is, like you said, Batman, but not being in the game.
CJ is asking if I'll be playing any of the games on my channel. I'll try to. It depends if the games are any good. If they're not good, there's no way I can. I can only make videos about games I like. If I hate the game, I'm gonna hate playing it, and I will not want to make videos about it.
I might do it. I might make something on there on the newer games. Hell, I might even go back and play some of the old games like Arkham Knight and Origins and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that to prepare for the new games because from what I understand, Gotham Knight has been pushed back. It was supposed to be like in November, and now it might be only in 2022. Or am I crazy?
Yes, 2022. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, that would give me
Brainiac
plenty of time
is
to
supreme
play some of the
in
Arkham
every
games.
timeline.
I only really played Arkham Knights, so I would have to go back and play Batman. All the Arkham games. Although I'm not sure I would play Arkham Origins. That one seems to not get a good reputation.
I owe you for the assist.
See, I'll tell you why it got a bad reputation. It's not actually a bad game, okay? It's not actually a bad game. The reason why I got a bad reputation is because Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill aren't in it, and people are having a tantrum over it. That is exactly why.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yes, it's the only game out of this entire series that doesn't have them in there. That's why.
Oh yeah, and someone mentioned also Sylvester Stallone is playing the voice of King Shark. Yes, he is. So that alone will make it interesting.
And the other thing is too, it could have been the fact that people didn't like the snow setting as well. So that could have been a factor why people didn't like Origins as well. But besides that, the gameplay was actually pretty crisp. It was very well done, in my opinion. The bosses were fun. The gameplay was crisp. I don't see a problem with the game at all.
So right now we are on phase 12. There's plenty of room, guys. So if you want to come and join us on phase 12, we'll take down the evil Doomsday once you guys get here. We'll wait. We'll try to wait a minute or two.
No, I mean it's a fun game, but I could see why people didn't like had a bad taste for it. It just felt weird playing an Arkham game and not being able to play with the same voices, you know what I mean, and not the same environment.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because like it's like playing a game, you know, like in Gotham game like this, you know, you're always used to rain and dark and clouds, right? And then all of a sudden they just put you in like a snow setting. It's kind of a different feeling.
Yes,
And
Green,
then
sorry, Green Days. Yes, you have to be on the U.S. servers to be able to join. So if you guys are on the U.S. servers, come and join us. Come and phase with us. Again, we're on phase just to be safe, to see if there's room left. So we still have 10 spots for our phase. We're on phase 12. So with 30 out of 40, so we have, it says full. I'm a bit surprised because it says that there's still room.
yeah, so here's the thing. One thing I've noticed is servers that say 125 out of 200. It says that there's more people that you can join, but I think the cap is 125 because every time I try to phase with someone that's in a phase like that, it won't let me. So I think the cap is actually like 75 less than what it actually is.
So Adrian, come and join us, and when we get here, we'll get started. Kuldar DLC is, I'm not sure what that means. Your human void? Where?
I've tried that with Legion and stuff, and I've tried that in here in Flashpoint, yeah, and if for some reason, even though it says, what's it called, there's room on my friend's ends, and apparently there's no room, even though it clearly says there is.
Derby plays, I'm sorry if it says full. It did seem to say that there was still a 10 spot left when we checked. And maybe next time what we'll do is that we'll try to phase to we'll try to go to a phase where there's like only 2 people, and then that way we'll have more or less the phase to ourselves.
We can always just go to the very last one, yeah. Very last phase is usually the emptiest.
So do you like the small doomsday next to the big one?
I can't even see you. There's so much stuff going on.
Of course.
Oh, there you are. You're the size of his foot.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah, you gotta make your character short now. You have to.
I'll have to try it out.
You're the size of his toenail.
No more power! I hate when they do that.
Ouch. You know, it sounds really dumb, but you know what character I'd really like to see in this game? Is Condiment King.
Already we got the belt, that's enough.
I think it'd be so funny to have him as like a villain that just like roams around as like a bounty. I think it'd be so funny. And what would be even funnier is if they made him like such a high CR as well.
Already you can tell that there's let's say there's certain people don't seem to like superheroes or to like comics very much or to like DC very much. There's enough reason for people to say that superheroes are stupid or DCUO is stupid. Let's not give them more ammunition by having characters like Condiment King.
Oh, come on, it makes it fun.
Already we have stuff like the Teen Titans emblems. That's enough. Let's not give people any more ammunition that they really need to say that this game is stupid.
I mean, no matter what you say, though, it's always gonna happen. So
doesn't matter. Let's try to not encourage them.
Or even Batmite would be pretty funny. Have like a new side quest you can do during the what's it called, the St. Patrick's Day, you know, have him with As you know how Mixie can give you missions or whatever it is there. Well, have Bat might give you missions during that time as well.
Nah, that's crazy talk. Yeah, Batmite is not even Irish.
Well, I mean, they're both, you know, kind of the same thing though. One's just a fan of the frickin' Batman, and one's just a Irish guy. Oh.
Oh, noes!
I got him.
Have a good night, CJ. Sorry, I just saw your message. Ah, I
See
missed
you
it.
later.
Actually, we're still going to be here for a bit. We're going to try to play all the bounties.
We're doing all of them? Alright. We're gonna do the generals and then the Paradox little guys there.
Oh,
The
yeah,
big guys.
We'll do the prince.
That's the one.
We have a good group, so let's do the prince. I'm sure I'm sure there's at least a few people who will need those, so let's do that. Oh no, his brick died again. I'm so sad. Doomsday is really mean for brick.
Are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Might need their help for like 10 minutes at some point.
Well, in the morning it'll probably be laundry day. It should have been this morning, but I was a bit lazy today, so I'll push it back to tomorrow. But during the day I should be okay.
Alright.
What do you think the best power is for a Dr. Fate tune? Personally, I went with sorcery, but a Celestial would do the trick as well.
I was just gonna say, I'd say Celestial for cosmetic looks, but in terms of what's called gameplay wise, I would always go for sorcery.
I would say if you want to create a summoner, a character that summons a lot of creatures, I'd go with sorcery. But if you just want to be a character that casts the spells, and also if you want to do combos, because Celestial you pretty much have to use combos a lot with Celestials. So if you want to do combos and not really summon the creatures, then yeah, Celestial would be the option to go for.
Bask in the victory.
Yeah,
Manny
got
is asking
beat.
what phase we're in. We are in phase 12, unless that changed.
You
And
want
we still have-
to switch to the last one? Yeah, so that everyone can join.
Well, we're still at 12. Well, okay, yeah. Nah,
Let's
there's
go to the
no.
very last one.
Actually, phase 4 is PvP. Nah, all the phases are pretty much full. Are pretty much at the same amount. So there's no point
Okay.
in changing. There's still 10 rooms left. If I trust, they'll switch phase here. So you should be able to come with us. The group is full, I think. Oh no, I could invite. What's your name again, Adrian? I don't see you.
COVID.
Oh noes. Human Vile.
Lillian Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I can't invite you, Adrian. You're an evil hero. We can only I can only invite villains. So let's move on to the generals. I'm just saying, bro, is saying, are you guys aware there's a speed run community for this game?
Nope.
Nope, didn't know about that until now.
Well, I know they do that for during some of the DC live streams sometimes, but where you spectate some people doing it. But outside of that, no, I did not know.
So here we have Aqualad and Vixen. So if you guys need those, the time is now. Sorry, Jovan. Yeah, we're playing on the US server. Until they.
Is there a
Until,
way you can switch it?
I know on PC. On PC on the welcome screen, you can switch from European to US. But
On PlayStation,
you
no way.
cannot. But you do not have your characters. Like you, basically, you're gonna have to start over with new characters if you do that.
I wonder if I were to switch it on my PlayStation, like my physical location on PlayStation, if it would let me.
I think you can do it, but yeah, you would have to set your PlayStation as if you live in Europe or something. But I'm not sure exactly how to do that. Like once you've set up your PlayStation, I'm pretty sure you can go to your setting and change the region. But I couldn't tell you how. Yeah, I saw the just this. It was so more or less a making of Injustice Gods Among Us. It looks promising, but you never know. And it was a bit focused on Harley Quinn. I think they're going to focus on Harley Quinn a bit because she's a popular character, obviously.
Let's see.
Oh, you're welcome, Adrian. Oh, and now let's try and find ourselves a...
I got one right here on me. Clock tower.
Okay, let's go there.
Uh-oh, no, don't want to die, don't want to die.
Too late, too late. Ah.
I'll save you. Or maybe not, maybe he's got it.
I had no chance. As soon as I landed, he one-shot me. He's so mean.
I know. How can you be Doomsday by getting one shot with that?
Nah, these are the risks.
Okay, I want to inspect what you got in your character. You got an artifact here.
I don't know. My artifacts stink. This is one of my 20,000 alts, so getting artifacts, upgrading your artifacts on a lot of characters is challenging to say the least.
I died looking at your character. Don't target me.
Poor Brick keeps on dying.
You know what? Brick probably looks a little bit like Doomsday a little bit with that size.
Yeah, I suppose. Aiden, come and join us in the open world. But we're almost done. This is pretty much.
Ouch.
This is pretty much the end of it, I guess, for today. Unless the prince wiped the floor with us. I guess here we could really use a healer.
Yes, we could. And a controller.
Nah, we don't need control.
I need some power.
You don't need power. Ah.
Come on, don't target me. Perfect. Okay.
Well, in the open world, it doesn't matter what your combat rating is. Aiden, the game will raise your combat rating to 322, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
You have to buy, if you want to have the Doomsday style, at this point you have to buy it for every single character in your account. I'm sure someday it will be part of the style unlocking, but right now it's not an option. Personally, I like power trolling, but a lot of people, they don't want power trolls anymore, they want buff trolls. So being a troll is, well, being a troll has never been easy. Although there was a point in time where trolls were in high demand, so if you were a troll, it was very easy to be able to get into a group. Oh, I guess we're done. Let's give a little bow to everyone.
See. Well, that's not bad looking.
Yeah,
Joker type character.
a lot of people are making buff trolls or battle trolls. Sadly, pure trolls are pretty rare these days, and sadly, one of the reasons for that is a lot of group just don't want to have buff trolls. Just don't want to have classic trolls. They want to have either buff trolls or combat trolls. So the life of a troll is a hard one, sadly.
Indeed, it is.
Let's say thank you to
You always
everyone.
have people that are complaining about your character as a troll.
Why?
Oh, it's like, oh, you're not giving us power. I'm like, well, I'm not supposed to be giving you power. I'm supposed to be debuffing these people and giving you buffs. They're like,
Well,
well, we want power. I'm like, I'm not giving you power. I don't have that on me right now.
in the olden days, yeah, we heard that a lot. More power! You would see that in the chat. And sadly, sometimes you had to power starve certain players. Like there were players who didn't seem to know the first thing about power management or
Yeah, I just tell them no. I just tell them start using triangle.
but so yeah, sometimes you had to power starve some players that were consuming way too much power. But that was the power of the troll way back when. Like you pretty much controlled people's power consumption. Like when you saw that some people were burning too much power, you would just power starve them for a bit so that they would learn to preserve their power a bit. And in certain groups, you would focus mostly if the healer was getting all the powers he needed. In certain groups, that's all that was really needed. Uh, the tank usually would be fine, and sometimes you would have one or two DPSs that would really burn through their power bar very quickly. So you would do what you could to give them a bit of power at first to try to help them out. But when you saw that you couldn't keep up with how much power they were giving out, sometimes you would save your power for the healer to make sure that if the tank had enough power, it would protect the healer, and if the healer had enough power, it would be able to heal everyone. So if the DPSs were power starved a bit, the group would still do fine. But
Yep.
obviously, a lot of players wanted to sometimes burn through the instance in like 2 minutes. So, but like sometimes, oh, that's a nice bat. That was the expression again. Slow and steady sometimes win the race. Oh, that's your bat. Oh, it looks
Yes,
so
it
cute.
is.
That's a vampire bat, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Let me see.
We're done, Aiden. You don't have to look for us anymore.
Yeah, vampire bat.
Well, thank you, Russ the Ruler. So if you guys have any last minute questions, the time is now. Let's give a last bow to our little victory, a little thumbs up.
No. You're doing it all wrong. You're a villain, remember? You gotta do this.
Nah,
Gotta do
I
it.
won't do that. People were nice enough to come and play with us and watch the stream. Oh, there's another prince there. Yeah, they're talking about Dr. Fate. There was some hints on the forums that basically the next vendor will be linked to Dr. Fate somehow. Some people ask if that meant that we would get the Dr. Fate style in the future or in the next DLC. The way that the devs were teasing us, it made some people think that maybe there'll be some Dr. Fate style, but well, they probably were just having fun with us. But I guess one thing we're really missing is a nice Dr. Fate helmet. We pretty much have everything we need to create a pretty cool looking Dr. Fate. What we really need right now is a Dr. Fate helmet. So if
Yep.
they decide to give us that, that would be nice.
Yes, we do need that helmet. That's probably one of the most requested, JSA type style items that people have been wanting for a long time.
Johan is asking, what are you think about ice powers? Ice powers are good tank powers. Uh, it requires using your shields. Basically, you rotate through your shields, and if you can get a bit of healing ability somehow, you can do a good job with ice tank. It's what the first tank I tried was that one. It was the most self-evident to use. Basically, you just cycle through your shields.
Do you have the Doomsday legs?
No, not well. I have it here. Let me switch.
Okay.
These are the Doomsday legs, but it gives them a look of like chicken legs. So I kind of like to use something that gives a bit more weight.
Yeah, I was just looking at them like those are skinny legs. Jesus.
That's Morphe Normal is asking about the Kung Fuji style. Yeah, it drops on the sub avatar, but it's random. Sadly, you could farm and farm and farm, and sometimes it takes quite a while before you get the styles you want. Yeah, we're all waiting for the next episode. Yeah, save your source marks for the shadow material. At this point, you can buy it for, I think it's 400 source marks. So is it 200? I forget. No, it's not a Chromos. It's probably 200. So yeah, you save your marks and purchase it. It's a really nice material to have. And on that note, I think we're going to be done for today. So yeah, so that's why basically let me switch back to my tank. So that's why I don't use all the Doomsday styles. Basically, I really needed just the headpiece and the shoulders. If I could get maybe a better pair of hands, I would probably go for that. But basically, I'm trying to use items that make my character be a bit more bulky. And here I decided to make him like a Radiate Kryptonite. So the lava skin works a bit better than the Doomsday style.
Yep. See. I want them to add an updated lava skin where you can actually see the lava flowing. I want that so bad.
Maybe
Oh well.
someday. Sadly, skins they didn't release a lot of skins. Once in a while, they would release like the water skin or the cosmic skin on the marketplace, and I'm sure I'm forgetting
Bark.
the bark skin for the spring seasonal. But very quickly, they pretty much stopped giving us new skins. Either it's too much work and they don't make enough money with those. It's hard to tell at this point. But what we do know is that they don't really give us new skins. So if you ever get new skins, good, but I wouldn't expect that at this point. And my guess is also if they make a new skin, they have to make sure that it works with every style in the game. So that's maybe that means too much work, and it's not worth it for them to do that. Hard to tell.
Could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
At least
I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, sorry, to not give us what we want unless it doesn't make them any money. So
Well, if it's too much work, yeah, I could understand. But sometimes you would think there's a few things you would think would not be that much work, and they still don't want to give it to us. So, Lisa P is saying, I hope they add an orbital strike style tab. Yeah, that would be nice. Or if we could have orbital strikes in the dispenser in our lair, that would be nice. Because yeah, I on my multiverse character, I have a lot of orbital strikes. I have a lot of henchmen. Holy crap, do I have a lot of henchmen? So it's taking up a lot of room in my inventory and in my bank. I'm sure our friend Mr. Heat has a similar issue.
I have a lot of trinkets and a lot of orbital things. Yeah, a lot. Not on this character specifically, but on my other two characters, yes.
But there's I forget. I think there's Karen who mentioned on the forums that yeah, they're thinking about that. They might try. They might start only with the orbital strike and the henchman trinkets. They may add those to the vendor, the dispenser in the lairs. So that would be a good first step. But eventually, if we could add, because we have also a lot of pets like the vampire bats or the nightmare bats or the construct bats. So eventually, it makes a lot of pets to have in your inventory. And a scabbard waste style, yeah, that would be nice too. So I guess any last word, Mr. Heat?
No, I think I'm good on my end.
Okay. So now that you started your new channel, when are you going to start producing content?
The moment I set it up, like I gotta get a banner, I gotta get a picture, I gotta get my editing software because I have it on my old computer, so I gotta put it back on this computer. So whenever I get everything set up, so probably in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
So.
So I think that's going to be pretty much it for today, guys. Yeah, sorry, Johan. Nicks, no more Nicks. It's sad, but that's how it is. So next week, let's have a quick look. Sadly, we don't have any words about what next week will be. Actually, let me check the announcement section just to be sure. As far as I can tell, we don't really know what next week will be, so that might influence what we're going to do next week. Obviously, next week we'll play with hero characters, but depending on what the bonus week will be, that will influence what we're going to do. Oh, and let me take a quick look at the test. I don't see anything talking about an update on the test server, so oh, DLC 41 test. Let me check.
Run for your lives!
Nah, Maps seems to say not this week for DLC 41. So I'm a bit surprised some of you says it is on the test server because if I trust what Maps is saying, it doesn't seem to be there just yet. So next week we'll play with hero characters. I don't know just yet if we're going to ask for a specific combat rating. We'll see. We'll see what bonus week we get next week, and then we'll decide from there. So have a good weekend, guys. Have a good weekend, Mr. Heat,
Alright, you too?
and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys.
Yep.